CurlyKimmyStar, and I'm here today to do a nail polish tag video. Oh, I'm so excited because I am loving nail polish lately. Love it. Anyway, so I was invited by MzNaturalLife's here on YouTube to participate in this tag. So thank you so much for including me. I so appreciate it. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started with the questions. Okay. So it's called the Pretty Polish Tag. Is the name of the tag. Pretty Polish Tag. Isn't that so cute? Okay. So when it comes to colors, are you a conservative or hot mama? I would say hot mama for sure. I definitely don't really like nudes, nail polish colors. Definitely prefer bright colors. Number 2, are you a drugstore junkie or high-end diva? I would say probably a high-end diva, kind of in between, because even though some of the nail polish lines I like you can get at the drugstore, like Essie, and they're not cheap. But I do tend to go towards the brands that are around $8 or $9, and only occasionally will I get the brands that are like $1 or $2, like Wet n Wild. Even I do have some of those, and I will keep buying them. But most of the nail polishes that I own are a little bit more high end. So I guess I would say I'm a high end diva as far as the polishes go. What is your all-time favorite polish to date? Now this is a hard one. It's very hard because I like so many colors and I have lots of them. So and I love pink. My top 2 colors, nail polish colors, are pink and blue. I mean, this isn't even part of the tag, but I'm talking anyway. So pink and blue. So I'm gonna say this is probably one of my favorite colors. I mean, there are others. Zoya Sweet. I love that pink a lot. But I would have to say this one is probably first. It's called O Cabana Boy, and I've had this one a little bit longer than the other one, and it is just bright neon pink. I use this in a bunch of designs. I just love this color, Orly. So that's probably my #1 polish, even though it changes. So that's what I'm going to say to date is my favorite polish. What's the most you've ever paid for a polish? The least? I don't know. I saw this question and I was trying to think about it. I would say probably the most expensive polish I paid, around like $12. I think it's the most expensive polish I've paid. And then the least, I would say, like, I don't know, Wet n Wild, so $1, maybe $2, something like that. Would you consider yourself a pro painter or just an amateur? I would consider myself more on the amateur side. Definitely not a pro painter. I'm getting better. So maybe in between pro and amateur. Maybe I'm like right in the middle, because I am getting a little better. Maybe like a month or so ago I probably would have said amateur. So I would say right in the middle. But if I had to choose, I would say amateur. What is your biggest polish pet peeve? My biggest polish pet peeve. I don't like it if the brush isn't a nice size. I don't like it if the brush is too thin and it takes you like a lot of strokes to get over your whole nail. And I don't like it if it's too thick, and so you have a hard time keeping it off of your cuticles. That's my thing. I don't like that at all. I like people have a nice size brush, not too big, not too little. That's definitely one of my polish pet peeves. But the polishes that I use, most of them have really nice brushes on the regular basis. But if I find one I can't dig the brush and it doesn't have a hard time applying it, then I'm not going to keep buying that polish or that brand. What's most important, top coat or base coat? I would have to say both, even though that's not really an option. But really both are really important. But if I had to choose, and since I'm on a tag, I must choose, I would have to say that it's probably the base coat. And the reason why I say this is because the base coat will help to grab onto the polish that you're putting on next and have it stay on longer. I really feel like that's kind of the purpose of the base coat. Even though I really prefer to use both together. But if I had to choose, it would be base coat. Definitely base coat. Okay. So that it really helps with chipping. It helps the polish to stay on longer and for you to have less chipping. So I would say base coat. And nail art, love it or leave it. I love nail art, love it. I just started doing some nail art videos, which I'll leave in the description box below if you haven't seen them. So I've just started doing nail art and I really enjoy it. So I do love it. I don't like anything too crazy or too busy, but I do love nail art. Love it. If you could design a polish, what would you name it and what would it look like? If I could design a polish, it would be pink. Don't get it twisted. That's my favorite color. You know what? It would be pink and blue. If there'd be a way to kind of merge the two colors. I like ultra chrome, so maybe something that had like a little bit of each in it. And I do have some polishes that do have pink and blue in them. So what would I name it? What would it look like? I would probably name the polish I would name it after my hair. I call my hair Princess. I'd probably call it Princess Polish. Princess Polish, that's so cute. That's my new polish name, is Princess Polish. If I were to design a polish, my line would be called Princess and named after my hair. And the reason why I call my hair Princess is because my hair is very finicky. It has to have the best. Gets on my nerves. So I call my hair Princess, so whatever. Okay. So share your best tip for the perfect manicure. My best tip for a perfect manicure is to have a really good base and top coat. That hands down, that's the number one thing, because you can get away with all different kinds of either low end, high end, whatever polishes, doesn't matter. If you have a really good, I would say do not skimp on your base and top coat. And I just did a favorites video and I talked about my favorite. I love Zoya's base and top coat. They have helped me to get more days out of my polish without chipping over any other base and top coat that I've tried to date. So I definitely recommend. My number one tip for a manicure is having a really good base and top coat. And a lot of it depends on your own body chemistry, because I've had recommendations from friends and I tried the base and top and it just doesn't work for me for whatever reason. And again, a lot of it is how do you use your hands? What type of skin oils does your body excrete? You know, all that goes into your nails and determines how long a polish is going to stay on. So some of it's just figuring out what works best for you and your body chemistry and the way that you use your hands. So once you find one, and it may not be something I recommend or somebody else recommends, but just try it, figure out the ones that give you the most long wearing out of your nail polish, definitely go with that. That's not my number one manicure. I would say the number two thing would be try to make sure that you are keeping the polish away from your cuticles as much as possible. There's nothing worse than a polish where you've got, which my nails, got to do them later, but polish where you've got polish all like in here and it's just like everywhere, you know. So try to, which I'm learning to do too, is try to, when you're polishing your nails, keep your polish get as close as you can to your cuticle without painting on the cuticle. So, and then that's the number one thing that gives you a really professional polished, looks like you had a professional do your nails. So I work on that, especially on the weekend. I work very hard at doing that. But when the days that I can and I have really good manicures, it just looks fabulous. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much, Ms. Natural Life, for tagging me in this video. I love these questions. I love talking about polish. It's one of my things now. I do post a lot of my polish pictures on Instagram and Facebook, so definitely check them out. The different nail polishes that I try, and when I do designs, I post them up there. And check out, I'm going to leave in the description box, the other fabulous YouTubers that are also participating in this tag that are airing today, and check out their videos as well. I'm going to put the links to their channels and check out their tags. The Pretty Polish tag. Love, love. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.